Most of the journalism out there isn't investigative journalism. It's what you call he said, she said journalism. So if someone's in the room with the media and the person says the sky is blue, then the media report that day is the sky is blue. But if someone comes in at the last minute and says, no, wait, the sky's actually pink, well, then the media report that day is going to be the facts are being debated.
It isn't blue, it's really pink. And if you leave that on the table and don't rebut that, then the sky's pink.
I got an email. It was from the New York Times, a document called Debunking Gasland. Their chief point was that the shot seen around the world from Gasland of Mike Markham lighting his water on fire was somehow a fake, not due to drilling, that the methane in his water well was quote-unquote naturally occurring.
It is happening to some water supplies, and it has absolutely nothing to do with hydraulic fracking. Methane gas is naturally occurring. They've had methane gas, I'm speaking as a governor, in some of our water wells in Pennsylvania long before any wells, fracked wells, were located next to them.
They allowed them to just go dump the stuff in the river.
They were literally taking the waste product with all those chemicals, all those volatile organics,
radionucleides, all this other stuff, into the river.
Directly into the drinking water.
Directly into the drinking water supply with a minimal treatment. The inference being, well, we send it to a treatment plant, and the inference to the public is somehow this water is being made whole again, and all the bad things are removed, and that's simply not true.
The New York Times put star investigator Ian Urbina on the case. Their investigation uncovered thousands of internal documents showing that radioactive wastewater and harmful carcinogens such as benzene were being inadequately treated and put back into drinking water supplies all over Pennsylvania.
Kerosene, benzene, urea, toluene. How many of those can I feed my toddler? Because it's perfectly safe, right? It's perfectly safe.
Gas drilling and hydraulic fracturing is an inherently contaminating industrial process that injects millions of gallons of water laced with toxic chemicals at enormous pressure to break apart rock and release gas from underground formations. Watersheds across the nation have been contaminated with plastics, carcinogens, neurotoxins, and endocrine-disrupting chemicals, and with explosive natural gas. The diagram clearly shows that the gas well has a cement barrier around the sides of it that prevents gas from lower layers migrating upwards into aquifers. This isn't a PowerPoint about drilling wells. This is a PowerPoint about how casings fail and allow gas and other substances to migrate into aquifers. It's one of their own documents about how cement fails.
Please welcome Tom Ridge. Now, you are a lobbyist for the natural gas industry.
The gas industry has seen this as such a problem that they would write and publish a scientific study.
Naturally occurring methane gas often ends up in water wells, but there has not been a single proven instance where it has been related to hydraulic fracking.
Gas migrates into an underground source of drinking water, somebody's water well.
In the 50s, Hill and Knowlton, PR firm, designed the strategy to dispel that nasty little rumor that tobacco caused lung cancer, and supporting bogus science that would call into doubt the legitimate science. The American Natural Gas Association hired Hill and Knowlton in 2009 as their PR firm. All of a sudden, ads were everywhere. They even bought my name on Google. With the gas-bearing Marcellus Shale formation underlying 50% of the state, and with the gas industry proposing upwards of 100,000 gas wells, his decision could fundamentally transform New York.
New York City has clean, safe, free water, allows New York City to be what it is. And when it became clear very quickly that this would be insane in the New York City watershed, the next question gets asked by the public automatically. Well, if it's not safe for the New York City watershed, why is it safe for someone else's?
In early June 2012, the New York State DEC floated a possible drilling plan to the New York Times. It said that drilling would be limited to 5 counties, but there's nothing concrete to suggest that that isn't just a beginning. Once regulations are passed, they're passed for the entire state. The DEC's proposal has no plan to deal with wastewater, like in Pennsylvania, has no plan to deal with health impacts or do a health impact assessment, like in Texas, and like everywhere in the world, has no way to deal with long-term casing problems. Cement failure caused the blowout in the Gulf of Mexico, Cement failure caused a massive gas leak in the North Sea. They don't want you to know that Tom Ridge was paid $900,000 to serve as chief spokesperson for the Marcellus Shale Coalition.